Hello everyone. Did you know that in the word work, it is not only about completing our tasks or work well, but we also have to pay attention to the condition and environment of our office, whether it is good or bad. Therefore, welcome to the learning video about health and safety in the workplace or occupational health and safety in the workplace. I am Franciscus Devran Panjaitan from the Accounting Study Program in the Secretarial course, where in the next 15 minutes we will comprehensively discuss the importance of 3K, the type of hazard in the workplace, the role of each individual, as well as concrete steps to create and safe and healthy work environment. Let's discuss. Healthy and safety in the workplace is one of the most fundamental aspects of the modern working world. This concept goes beyond merely preventing accident or occupational disease in the encompasses creating a work environment that support the physical, mental, and social on and social well-being of all employees. In this discussion, we will explore in depth the foundation, objective, principle, and practical implementation of workplace health and safety across various sectors, as well as the challenges and solutions encountered it in application. At its core, workplace health and safety focus on promoting and maintaining the highest degree of physical, mental, and social well-being for workers in a field. The principle emphasizes that every worker has the right to work in environment that is safe, healthy, and free from risks that could threaten their safety or health. Furthermore, the primary ob- the primary objective of health and safety management system is to prevent workplace accident, occupational illnesses, and to ensure employee can work productivity and comfortably without fear of hazard in their working environment. In practice, workplace health and safety is not the responsibility of a single party, but rather the result of collaboration between management, worker, and all organizational elements. Each individual has a clear role and responsibility in fostering a safe work culture. Safety procedure and properly implemented. Meanwhile, worker must comply with the rules, report potential hazard, and use personal protective equipment according to established standard. And then one of the critical initial step in health and safety management is hazard identification and risk assessment. Workplace hazard can come from various sources, including physical hazard such as slippery floor, extreme temperature, noise, and risk from heavy machinery. There are also chemical hazards arising from exposure to toxic substance, gases, or chemical liquid that can cause poisoning or irritation. Biological hazards are also significant, especially in healthcare, laboratories, or food industry, where workers may be exposed to harmful virus, bacteria, and or fungi. Moreover, the evolving nature of work today demands greater attention to psychosocial hazard. These include excessive work pressure, interpersonal conflict, harassment, and stress due to imbalanced workloads. Psychosocial hazards are often invisible but can have serious impact on worker mental health and productivity. Therefore, modern health and safety management must be capable of identifying, assessing, and controlling psychosocial risks alongside physical, chemical, and biological hazards. Elimination involves completely removing the hazard source, such as replacing hazardous chemical with several alternatives. If elimination is not feasible, control is achieved through engineering measures like installing machine guard, ventilation system, or alarm. Administrative control involve regulating work procedure, schedule, and ongoing safety training. Finally, PPE, such as helmet, masks, gloves, and safety shoes, serve as the last line of defense for workers. Implementing an effective occupational health and safety management system requires strong commitment from all organizational level. On widely used model is the safety and health management system, which consists of key elements including policy and commitment, planning, implementation, and operation, performance measure, and management review and audit. Policy and commitment from the foundation, where top management must demonstrate genuine dedication to providing a safe and healthy workplace. Planning involves setting objective and target for health and safety and defining performance standard. Implementation and operation cover the allocation of responsibility, training, communication, as well as worker consultation and participation. Performance measure is conducted through regular inspection, workplace monitoring, and incident reporting. Audit and management review aim to evaluate the effectiveness of the health and safety system and facilitate continuous improvement. It is also important to understand the workplace accidents are rarely caused by a single factor. Rather, they result from interaction between management factor, the working environment, and the workers themselves. Management factors include organizational system, supervision, training, and police. Environmental factors relate to the physical condition. of the workplace: equipment, layout, and available safety device. Worker factor involve competence, skill, discipline, and safety awareness. Effective accident analysis must consider these three aspects comprehensively to develop solutions that address root cause and recurrent. From a legal perspective, every country has a regional governing occupational health and safety. For example, in Australia, the work health and safety regulation require business to ensure the health and safety of worker and not the not to the internal other in workplace. This obligation include providing a safe working environment, well maintained equipment and machinery, clear work procedure, and educate training and supervision. Workers also have the duty to take care their own safety action to the endanger other and comply with applicable health and safety policy and procedure. Applying health and safety in the workplace also require a systematic approach through training and education. Every worker must receive the training about potential hazard, safe work procedure use of a PPA, and emergency response. This training should not only be provided at the start employment but also regularly update to keep worker informed of the latest development in health and safety. Additionally, emergency drills such as fire evacuation, chemical spill handling, or first aid are essential to enhance worker readiness to respond effectively. To create a healthy and safe work environment, companies must also provide adequate facilities such as rest area, clean toilet, proper ventilation, and easy access to health service. Regular health checks are necessary to monitor worker health condition, especially for those exposed to high risk environment. Early detection of health problem caused by worker hazard allow from preventive and remedial action. Communication is another vital aspect of health and safety management. Information about potential hazard, safe work procedure, inspection result, and auditing finding must be clearly and openly communicate to all workers. Effective communication encourage active participation and safety program, raises awareness and strengthens the safety culture. Beside one way communication from management to worker, companies should establish two-way communication channels so worker can provide feedback, report issue, and raise concern without offering reprisal. Healthy and safety challenges vary across industry. In construction, for example, risk of fall from heights, being struck by heavy object, or accident involving heavy machinery major concern. Therefore, the use of PPE such as helmet, safety harness, and training for working at height is crucial in manufacturing risks including machine-related accident, chemical exposure, noise hazard, which must be managed through engineering control. strict supervision, and safe machine operation. In office environment, ergonomic risks such as back pain, eye strain, or stress due to workload also requirement attention through economic workspace, work schedule management, and mental health program. The role of worker is maintaining health and safety cannot be overstated. Worker awareness, be protective in identifying hazard, reporting incident or unsafe condition, and following established procedure and training. In conclusion, healthy and safety in the workplace is the foundation for creating a productive, comfortable, and sustainable work environment. Effective implementation requires commitment, cooperation, and active participation from all organizational elements. Hazard in the identification, risk assessment, hazard control, training, communication, and continued evaluation and improvement are key elements in establishing a safe and healthy workplace. As a result, not only are work protected, but company productivity and reputation are significantly improved. Workplace health and safety is not merely a legal obligation but a long-term investment for organizational sustainability and progress in today's modern era. So that was a video, friend, about health and safety in the workplace. Hopefully it can provide understanding to all friends. See you in the next learning. For close this discuss, I will say thank you to everyone see this video. Thank you.